Hello, everybody. Hopefully nobody noticed where I nudged the keyboard and accidentally put the song back by like 10 seconds. That would be awkward, wouldn't it, if people noticed that I am incompetent. Yes, hello. Hey, Mutanto, Rocket and Soup. Hope you're doing okay. So yeah, I feel like I should probably mention, bring up why I am streaming at 12 o'clock midday on a Monday. It is a Monday, isn't it? Yes, it is a Monday. I had a moment there where I thought I was in YouTube brain, where where you just to let you in on this, if you do YouTube for a living, days stop having meaning. So you sometimes do sit there and you go, "What day is it?" Or more accurately, you do that more than usual. Don't worry, for me, it's 1:15. Oh, much better, much better. But yeah, hello everybody. To let you in on what's going on here, I'm just going to be doing a quick little stream for a couple of hours. Because to be completely blunt about it, today is the day before we get paid, and it was a rougher month than we thought, and the payment for one of the payments for one of the things we get paid for has not yet gone through, so we are just slightly over the line. Like, that's why there is a very tiny donation goal for $15. So if over the next couple of hours the entertainment that I provide you consider to be worth $1, then consider throwing in $1. But no pressure, obviously. Never any pressure. But it would help us out a lot. And I won't do that. You know what? I'm just going to remove the donation goal for the rest of this month because I feel like we've been really cheeky recently. But this is just, one of those moments where everything lined up to say, hey, fuck you guys. Yeah, my apologies. But it is what it is. Won't dwell on it. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do some non-canonical factory building. Unorthodox Monday. Yes, this is an unorthodox Monday. All capitalism is bastard. Thank you, whoever that was. Thank you very much. That is very generous. No requirement to dump any big amounts. Just a little bit to nudge us over the line. So thank you. That really helps. Thank you very much. But anyway, yeah, doing a cheeky little non-canonical factory stream because for people that have been following Longfang and I's Satisfactory streams, we've got this big factory going, and I've been playing it on my off time to get it up to. I'll start the game up now because it takes an age to load while I'm explaining this. So under normal circumstances, I wouldn't be streaming Satisfactory because I'm slowly working up this this factory to the point that it'll. Oh, sorry. I just need to quickly do a thing. Sorry, this is just. Sorry, I really had to answer that. That was something I needed to answer immediately. Sorry about that. Thank you, Yash. Thank you so much. Thank you. So yeah, nobody worry about the donation thing. It's completely sorted. Thank you. Just enjoy the stream. I will be going for a couple of hours. Obviously not too. It won't be too long because I don't want to tread on anyone else's toes who would normally be streaming. And also, I've got a shite load of work to do after this. So, but yeah, no. Thank you so much. All capitalism is bastard, which is true. Thank you, and Yash. Thank you so much to the pair of you. Thank you so much. And anyway, what was I saying? Yes. So we've been doing those streams, and I've, been slowly working up to get it so it's like at the end game, so that we can do one final stream with that big factory. To sort of show off so we can sort of get to the end and have a big send off, which I thought would be fun. Now I'm not far off, but it will take quite a while to get that, and I don't want to spoil anything for you or Longfang for that matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something I've been meaning to do, which is to start a new factory. So if you've seen the start of a factory, it's not going to be anything new. But what I wanted to do was to start one from scratch on my off time anyway. Because now I know how factories are built, so I can build one efficiently from the off. If that sounds interesting to you, then you presumably have the same brain worms I do, and solidarity to my siblings in brain poison. However, I should stop waffling and just get on with the heckin' stream, shouldn't I? So I'll need to do a new game. Now, let's go with the Rocky Desert, because I've not done that one before to start there. And that will be a fun different thing. And yeah, let's skip the intro, because I don't need it, because we've done it before. Oh, Lynn. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that doesn't sound like a good time at all. Oh, I send sympathies to both you and your tongue. That sounds very unpleasant. So what shall we call this? It needs at least 3 characters. Craig and Colt. I'm currently worried about my work, specifically my email, as it's now lunchtime on a Monday and I've not received new emails at all. This may or may not be a good thing. Yeah, you always want, like, when you don't hit anything from something, it's always a bit upsetting. You want a set amount that's just enough to, like, let you know that it's working. An exercise in hubris. Wib 69. Okay. A new attempt is made. Okay. Because it's just the name of the save file. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, so hopefully, actually no, the game works. Now, I've changed the overlay because, of course, this isn't the Longfang factory, and although Warpath is not on the thing, I do want you to know that my G1 Warpath is sitting right next to me, so he is there. Satisfactory in its loading times. Warpath is with us in spirit. So this is not the Long Factory. No, I'm afraid not. This is a wholly new thing. I would turn the graphics back up so that because obviously I had to turn it down because of things in the big factory. But I don't want to then have to figure out what I had it set to to make it work again for when we stream the other one. Okay, so I am starting in the middle of fucking nowhere. Okay. Right, let's find out whether there's some iron, because I... Oh, that is a lot of iron. Okay, cool, cool. This is a positive iron boundary. Iron boundary, iron bounty. Bleh. Bleh. But yes. Boop. But yeah, so this is going to be a wholly new thing. So first off, we need to do the basics of... Oh god, why did... Oh god. Okay, I don't like that. Got those fucking horrible fly things over here. Like, I kind of need a weapon. Oh yeah, because it's going to start me with a bunch of stuff, because it's... Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Just pop down a few auto miners, whilst continuing for after 200 hours of the game to get Q and tab mixed up as to their functionality, because that is forever what I will do. Okay, so I've started with just some basic stuff. Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Congrats on your newest Transformers bit. Oh, thank you very much, Grox. Yeah, if people haven't seen, I have put up a new Transformers review, which is on a somewhat bizarre Transformer called Wingfinger. You know what? I'm just going to put stuff down roughly for now, because I can then later... Yeah, okay. I know how everything works. Just stop pinging at me. And then... Yeah, let's go for that first. Okay. Sorry, I'm just... I have to answer things. No one speaks to me past 7 o'clock, and so it's fine. Okay. Right then. So, what can we build off the bat? Okay, so we can already build this kind of stuff. Okay, cool. Right then. So let's grab some oh, can I... Oh, I can already build an equipment workshop. Good, good. So I can build a weapon so that I can deal with... Well, I can build a weapon. I will be able to build a weapon once I get some copper. That's the wrong thing. Copper. There we go. Oh god, there's a bunch of these wankers around. I'm sorry, Longfang. You weren't... I didn't know if you were awake when I started doing this. I wasn't gonna impose my will upon ye. Fuck, what was I doing? Oh, yes. My apologies for being a little scatterbrained. Oh, okay. Break yourself upon my body. Okay. How am I Well, I just gotta deal with this now? Okay, right. Okay, right. The bugs will just be happening to me for the moment. Okay, right. We'll deal with this. Oh, bless you, Buff Grinch. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that donation. As I said, No need to worry about any of this. No need to worry. It's all fulfilled. Everything's fine. I say, and then thank you, Cyborg. Thank you. Oh god. This would be a lot easier if I wasn't being harassed by fucking. Oh god, I need to build one more fucking thing, didn't I? Oh god. High level play here. High level play. Oh, fuck me, I already had one in my inventory and I didn't even fucking notice. God, I'm a fucking genius. I did not notice it was in my inventory. Oh my god, okay. Alright, okay. Let's fucking deal with this one as well, just to get it out of the road. I was going to say, this would be really mean if you didn't have one of these to begin with. Oh, man. Can you wield them again? Oh, God, it was standing up. It was standing up. I didn't like that. Did not like that. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Fucking genius me. I'm a fucking genius. Alright, okay, right. We'll all pretend that didn't happen. Okay, so, I can already... Oh, cool, I can already build auto miners. Alright, so I can completely miss that part of the... So let's get onto it then. Cool. Pop that down, and I'll just pop down the one, and I can pop down one for the copper. Oh, you're going to be getting more tickets to go to America. Oh, cool then. That dickhead respawned. That's not allowed. I say it's not allowed anyway. I can hear it. Ha! He was above me. Oh yeah, I should actually be picking these up because they're actually useful now. Alright. Oh. Bless your long thing. Oh, you'll also be getting married. Fucking hey, that is lovely to hear, Len. I'm very glad. That is good. Right then, so I've got to do the crafting, and then I'll go and. Yeah, big congratulations. Oh, actually, just reminds me, I'm just gonna turn the donation goal thing off. I know it leaves an ugly gap, but no one needs to do it anymore. But thank you, everybody. Okay, right. So then I can hook that up to... I'll actually start off with the 2 biomass burners. That's cool. Boop. Excellent. No donation goal means they need more money. No! It's not how that works. Okay. Right. Okay, so I'm harvesting, so now I can build constructors. This will all be very messy to begin with, before I have Because what I'm going to do with this one is, once I have built the basics of what I need, I can then, and I've got all the items that I need. Oh my god, there's more! I am constantly being fucking harassed by tiny assholes. Come on. I may be nearly dead, but I can still kill you, I guess? Okay. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Small thing on this trip, bigger proper polyamorous triad ceremony ceremony once I moved over. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that's, yeah, tricky. No, that sounds lovely. That sounds lovely. I hope it all goes goes swimmingly for you, because yeah, that is nice. And I like nice things as a general rule. Boop, boop. Okay. So all of that is hooked up, and now I just need to sort out some biomass. Okay, so I need to make it from leaves because I don't yet have the stuff for the other thing. Okay. This is one of those fun parts of when you are starting like something new that you've played a shitload of. Because you're like, okay, so I know where I need to go. I know what I need. I know what I want, but can't remember what I have at this point. And you're like, oh, okay, so I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. Okay. Okay, right. Let us... I wonder if... No, I'm afraid G1 Warpath isn't heavy enough to be able to hold down the thing. Boop. Boop. Okay, and then I need to set that to make... Oh, fuck, it's not even that. It's... Oh, God, what am I doing? I need smelters. Silly bastard. I'm all flustered from you lovely people just solving a problem for us instantly. It's outrageous. I'm not thinking properly. Hey, Brody. I'm doing very well, thank you. I hope everyone else is. Okay, right, so that's going to be producing that, and then I can get that producing that, but I just need to make a little bit of wire. Gee, Lynn, how come your mum let you have 2 fiancés? No, this is a very a poly-friendly atmosphere here. It's very one of like the really like nice things about like doing this whole YouTube content creation guff is that it's meant that my life has become full of so many just different things that it previously was not full of, and it's really nice. Just, you know, there is a lot of just lots of variation in the world, and it's lovely. I don't know. But Where are we? I'm a goblin, you'll never be rid of me. Nor would I want to. Okay, yeah, the biomass is a lot better. Okay, right then. So let's start building constructors where I'm actually supposed to, and then once I've got those sorted, I can, like I say, just very roughly for the moment, until I can completely gut this. Once I've got the first few levels of stuff done. So I'm going to need a separate one of these. Oh. Sorry, I just got an email I need to check. Oh, okay. It was actually not interesting at all. Just fucking brand nonsense. Yeah, that is the fun side of YouTube creation. You get lots of emails from people saying, "Hey, do you want to sponsor our NFT collection?" And you're like, "How about you go fuck yourself?" How would you like to advertise Raid Shadow Legends? We have had offers for it. I have been sorely tempted for the memes, you know. And hey, hobby. Oh yeah, we've had loads of VPN ones. Like honestly, like I have no issue with people, you know, with people doing like kind of things. You know, you gotta fucking eat at the end of the day. Excuse me, excuse me. Wanna move on? Fucking jog on, mate. But yeah, it's largely been a thing that like we just haven't had an opportunity to like go through with any kind of like brand deal that's been like at the right time in the right type. When we've been able been able to do it, because it would help with moments like today. I like how I was like, oh, I need to build, I need wire, and then I was like, no, I also need cable, and then just instantly forgot about that because I'm good. Which made a 100% meme video sponsored by Rage because give the profits to mermaids or some of the costs. Nice, yeah. Oh yeah, Lynn. Tom Scott had been doing some weird shit like making ads for Surfshark until he got to a point where he was making a horror torture film basically as an advert to try and see what they would allow him to get away with. He made a video about the process of it, and it's a very funny video. God, I'm remembering how awkward it is to work with these basic level fucking brain basic level wires, power pole. Oh good, I didn't even set that up right. Okay, cool. And iron rod's just straight up made from those, okay. Because I don't have a splitter yet. Hey, people. There is a bit of pitter-patter of Snipe in the background, yes. But ignore the cryptid noises. She is officially not here.
I strongly advise you to purchase this specimen.
The MB should pay no attention to the NB behind this VOD stream. I don't know. It's a weird day. Boop.
I had a horrible dream.
Yeah?
I had a horrible dream that I was in the kitchen. I mean, do I need to continue?
That's already terrible.
Yeah. No. Where you came in and you were really angry, but you didn't want to tell me why. And I was like, why are you mad? And you were like, because ADHD is fake and you just like spending too much money. And I was like, what?
Oh. That's... I don't want to say anxiety personified, but...
It's literally, yeah.
Yeah. People are wishing you well, by the way.
Thank you, everyone. I hope you all are having a good day.
Boop. And boop. Dream Wib is cancelled. This is true. This is true.
Dream Wib is horrible.
Oh yeah, I am an absolute bastard to you in your dreams.
Yeah. It's definitely just anxiety.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's still like sometimes I wake up and be like, I woke up, I had a dream where we were going out somewhere nice and you were like, don't bother dressing up, you look like shit regardless.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. And then like just the horror on Wib's face proves that he would never ever say that. But it's just like, okay.
Okay.
My subconscious is horrible.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. Right, well I just need to gather, I'll let those materials gather while I go and find some food and some limestone so that I can get the base building part underway. Okay, so that's the closest one. I'll probably just throw down a little auto miner thing on it for the time being, because I just need it for this, so it shouldn't be a big deal. And also be on the lookout for... oh no, wait, shit, I've got all those. I have a shitload of nuts. New game. Yes, this is a secret, non-canonical game. Doggo. Hey, doggo. Oh, of course it has a fucking bastard guarding it. Okay. I'm gonna say I vastly prefer the weird pig chargy things as like early game enemies than these fuckers. Like, you know where you are with them. Oh, good. I ran out of bio... Get back here! Oh, my goodness. Okay, I like how my character was just like, no, fuck you, and just punched it. Okay. Okay. There we go. Do-do-do. Okay. Boop, boop. But yes, yes, little game just for a quick little thing. Oh, and yes, the character in your character model in Satisfactory is thick. As the kids say. Which is cool. Would Miraver's Wib be called Pimp? Oh, thank you, Hans. Thank you. Hans just gifted me a Dyson Sphere program, a factory building game, intergalactic factory building. Oh, Oh, Hans, you've just stolen several hundred hours of my life, haven't you? Oh.
Just say thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh no, I've not heard of that. That sounds great. No, thank you very much. Thank you. We're all darling little
Darlings.
kumquats?
Snakes.
Why did I want to say kumquats?
Because you think about
Oh. It's Satisfactory and Supreme Commander had a baby. Oh, that's dangerous, because Supreme Commander's like a spiritual successor to Total Annihilation, and Total Annihilation is one of the old school games that I played to a frankly obscene amount. Oh no. You know, I will have a go at that once I've finished doing the Satisfactory run, because I feel that it would be dangerous to do two at once. Basically, you will never get videos from us. There you go. I don't know if a kumquat is the best fruit to compare people to. Okay, how about my sweet little aubergines?
No, because they're dicks.
Sweet little pomme de la terre.
No.
Okay.
Why not chou-chou? Chou-fleur.
Because I don't know what that means.
Yes, you do. Chou-fleur. Chou-fleur. Mon petit chou-fleur.
Oh, cauliflower.
Yeah.
Because it's not apple of the earth.
No, but like petit chou-fleur is so much cuter.
Hmm.
Or chou-chou.
Oh, thank you, Shad. Thank you. Yeah, it's honestly one of the nicest. Like genuinely, it's been lovely hearing people say that they're not really into Transformers at all, but they really enjoy the videos I've been making. That's like, you know, that's just the nicest kind of compliment to it, because it means that I'm, you know, making stuff that is still entertaining. And still fun for people, even when it's not something that they personally have like an attachment to. Which is, you know, we occasionally get that on Codex Compliant. I'm always shocked by that, because like we never, like it's not like we simplify a lot of things to be more accessible. Although I suppose we are doing that to an extent if it is enjoyable by people. Like who don't know Warhammer, but I don't know. Dream Wib hates Transformers except for Funko Pop versions. Fucking hell. Okay. Pick up a miner. Oh no. Okay, quick craft bench so I can make some concrete. I mean, I can access it in the simplest kind. Do not sell yourself short, Cyborg. Okay, right, and then we need to build... that can go straight into a constructor, although I need to make some bits and pieces, so I need to rebuild that fucking craft bench. Okay. Oh, there was an old Agatha Christie character named Harley Quinn. A supernatural detective clown man who solved magic mysteries. Cool? I enjoy Transformers videos, but Beast Wars is still the only Transformers media I've watched and enjoyed. Beast Wars is really good. Like, visually, it's aged quite badly, but In terms of the actual quality of the story, it's really good, and even its follow-up, Beast Machines, which is interesting, whilst not being necessarily good, it's still like you know, it's one of the more interesting Transformers shows. Not good. We have iron plates. Okay. These hours. All right. Beast Wars is great by that deeply traumatic episode with the human bot in my mind that can only imagine screaming for some reason. Oh, Transmutate, who is a very interesting character. Because they effectively made a character that has been interpreted as being like on the autistic spectrum, and it's for its time, it's well handled, but you know, some people do have criticisms of it, which I am not really in a position to make. You know, not being my sort of realm of experience, but they have done they have recontextualized the character in comics later and done and sort of handled it a bit better, I feel.
Breaking news from Earth. Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
Okay. Beast Machine was certainly an interesting show to grow up with. Yeah, especially if because I've talked about this on many times, but Transformers canon is a nightmare. It's so all over the place that it's very difficult to like say, oh, this is, you know, definitely how it all works, because it's doesn't so much have continuities as continuity families. But Beast Machines is like the end point of sort of the TV versions of the Generation 1 continuity, if you don't count Japan's stuff. So you end up at this odd situation where you're like, so that's kind of where G1 ends? Okay. Oh, okay, so I was using too much power with that, so I need to build another biomass burner. Alright. Okay, cool. Long as I know what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, the thing's over there. Does that require a... Yeah, it requires some. Alright. One could say Transformers has a continuity continuum. You could indeed say that, and you would be right. Alright. Let's just pop this here and we'll hook it up, and then we can hook all the biomass stuff up to this. Okay, let's pop some wood in there. For now, and then we'll mix a bunch of biomass so we can get it all fueled up. Continuities in disguise. Yeah. But no, it's yeah, Beast Machines is fascinating. It's I don't know, it's one of those you know, when you watch something and you go, I don't know if I like this, but I do find it very interesting. Which, I mean, I guess is in some respects damning it with faint praise. Like, you know, it's not good, but it is interesting, is, you know. But that is how I feel about it. It's just a very fascinating show. It's like transformation is not just a physical like thing that Cybertronians can just do, although it is still part of the continuity where that is a thing, but it gets into like transformation as a spiritual thing. It's yeah. It is a very atypical hour for streaming. That is very true, Mattress. I heard that Transformers are such an intricate and complex continuity that even the authors got lost and it never to be seen again. I mean, yeah, basically, there is no one continuity for it, which I kind of like, because one of the problems with a lot of other big media properties is that people get too in the weeds with canon and think it matters. Whereas with Transformers, it basically doesn't. It's sort of just accepted that, like, well, I mean, yeah, you know, what is this character like? Well, there's 15 different incarnations of them. So, you know, take your pick with how they actually behave. Like, even when I say Beast Wars is like part of like mainline, is like, you know, can be taken as, you know, mainline G1 canon. Even then, that depends. Oh, unless you're talking about various versions of the comic versions, which absolutely are not. And when you say G1 canon, even if you're talking about G1 canon in 1984, you're saying, oh, do you mean the comic canon, or do you mean the TV show canon, or do you mean the toy show canon? The toy bio canon. Like, it's such a fucking nightmare. And even then, stuff that is supposed to be in canon is very much not. Like, Robots in Disguise, the 2015 version, is supposed to be in canon with Transformers Prime, and there's a million ways in which that doesn't work. Like, those two universes do not feel like they belong together at all, even though they do have hard canon connections, so they definitely do. It's a whole thing. I'm already getting a headache. I'm sorry. That is just what too much diving on TF Wiki will do to you. It breaks your brain in a way that you'll never be right again, basically. All right. Oh, I like that. I can already build the space of it. Oh yes, that is true. US Marvel Transformers comics and UK Marvel Transformers comics have some separation in their continuity too. I wasn't sure if the UK one started in 1984, which is why I didn't include it. I didn't know if that started a little later. I really dislike the idea of the boss turning into a gun for his crappy subordinate to use. Why is that even a thing? Oh, the reason for it is that the original Megatron toy was from the Micro Change line, and Starscream comes from the Diaclone line. The Diaclone line were like mechs that people drove that turned into robots originally, and the Micro Change line was a spin-off of Micro Man, which is technically a spin-off of Action Man / G.I. Joe, but don't think about it too hard. And that was and the Micro Change line was supposed to be like at scale, like the gun. He turned like he didn't get big like with the original toy. It was supposed to turn into a robot that was the size of a gun. And then when they took those toys and made up the Transformers canon around them for the Western release, they decided he would be the main bad guy for some reason. So yeah, that's why. In canon, it gets into a weird mass shifting thing that honestly I kind of hate. And these days, Megatron's usually a tank, which is a much better call. I think they avoid mass shifting for most things these days. Outside of combiners, especially in the comics, the combiners quite often get exceptionally large, like kaiju-sized, when they realistically should be like 2.5 to 3 times the size of a regular bot. Sorry, I've just got to harvest concrete for a moment before I can do anything more interesting. I'm sorry, I just we call Megatron used the Voyager Golden Disc to send a plan to time travel to go back in time and kill Optimus Prime. Yeah, that just happens in Beast Wars. That's just the thing. Canon's what you make of it. Okay. I'm just going to, if you excuse me for 1 second, because I'm just waiting for stuff to tick over. I've just got a quick thing that I need to do. So forgive me for being a little quiet for a second. People who get obsessed with this should be shot from the cannon. I think that's one of the things I quite like about Transformers as a media property, is that I have not seen people get as weird about canon. Like, this isn't how this is supposed to be. They do exist, don't get me wrong, but it's not as bad as, like, say, 40K or Star Wars or Star Trek. You know, it's nowhere near as bad. Okay. Sorry, I was just doing the things so the bank would not get mad at us. Okay, right. Time to gather more bions.
Sending feet pics to the bank.
That's what they accept. They stopped accepting money a while ago.
I wish.
Look, after Brexit, the British economy is so fucked that the Bank of England is forced to change over to a feet pick based economy.
I'm gonna kill you with my brain.
Okay. Cool. That is true. Yes, the two Megatrons involved in the time travel plan are two separate characters, both called the same thing. Not to be confused with Megatronus, who is an entirely different character, and one of the original Primes. Or Megatronia, who is yes, that is true. Or Megatronia, who is another entirely different character, who is a combiner, who looks really cool, but the lore is a bit. Where does Galvatron stand in all this? Well, that depends on what version of Galvatron. Usually Galvatron is just an upgraded version of Megatron, but sometimes he's not. Sometimes he's an entirely separate entity. So close. Thoughts on Optomas Prime videos? I have not seen them at all. I have not heard of them, so I cannot possibly put forth an opinion. Are they another Transformers toy reviewer? Someone muscling in on my my scene that I, of course, started. There was never a Transformers reviewer before me. No, don't look. Oh, Thomas the Tank Engine / Transformers mashup. Oh, those. Oh, okay. So I'm not sure about the videos. I'm obviously familiar with the terrible knockoffs of those. Like the weird, like, Thomas Transformer toys you can get, which are very weird. But yes, I'm not familiar with those at all. Let's hit the bonk. Okay, so now I can build.
You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview.
Okay, cool. And then I need.
Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
Cool. Yeah, I was thinking nice day off, no brain eggs today, and then we've started spouting TF law. I'm sorry. Yeah, the important thing to remember about not just Transformers lore, but the lore of basically every fictional property ever is it doesn't matter, don't worry about it. And the moment that you do that, you will be a much happier person. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy it, and have fun with it, and think about it, and theorize about it. These things are all completely fine. Just don't take it too seriously, and then you'll have a whale of a time. Oh yeah, I need to wait for the pod to return. Return to me, my pod. Speaking of mentioned a Tom Scar video earlier. He's done a very good video on Thomas the Tank Engine recently, about how weird it actually is. That I thoroughly enjoyed. So I can recommend that. It feels so weird to me that I don't have my jetpack.
Milestone exchange concluded.
Excellent.
Oh, re-entry complete.
The friend is returning. Although I will say I am deeply upset by modern Thomas the Tank Engine, because it is CGI and not done with models. Because apparently I'm a Thomas the Tank Engine G1er.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase.
Excellent. Okay, so I can now do conveyor splits. I've got.
We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation.
Okay, so I've got my conveyors. I've got my splitters.
Display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
Alright. Okay. Coolio. So that means I can actually start doing some proper factory shit. Excellent. Right. That requires that. Okay, so first off, let's get all of this stuff fed into a big container so that I can more easily access it. Because, as I have previously stated, all of this shall be ripped the fuck out very shortly. Because that requires that. Oh yeah, I should select the next one so I know what I'm doing. What's in field research? Solid biofuel, that'd probably be useful. Awesome sink, always useful. That's probably the most useful thing. Right, okay. Did you see that Not Thomas horror game being advertised aggressively a bit back? I did not. I must be honest, I tend not to have my finger on the pulse of horror game stuff as a general rule. I don't play many of them, in all honesty. It's more of a snipe thing. Oh, I'm definitely going to need more of them. There we go. Oh. Yeah, thank you for the resub. 23 months. Thank you very much, Dark Angels Fallen. Oh, good. I need poles.
Paul Walter. No, I'm German. How did you know my name was Walter?
Both me and Wib don't really have our fingers on the pulse about anything. I mean, kinda. There's only a few things I do, which is like Transformers and 40k to an extent, but you know, I also maintain a certain level of
Balls.
of what? What are you talking about? Why did you just say balls? Were you having fun with your mouth?
This bitch.
Just get that in the sky for the moment. As I say, do not worry about the messiness of this because literally every part of this is going to get ripped out later. So I'll probably pick a new fancy colour scheme. So we went for purple with the last one, but I might make a custom colour scheme and colour everything like that. That sounds fun. Actually, why not? Let's do that in a moment. So we can assign it before it gets too far into the whole thing. Okay, cool. Just gather my resources and pick this bacon, because I should probably eat a bit. Well, my health has been low for a while, but I've not been harassed by anybody, so it's probably fine. Okay. So yeah, we went for like the kind of lilac-y purple last time. This is the default that's orange. Let's have a look at the... Actually, no, I can't do that yet, can I? Shit, no, that's an upgrade you have to unlock. Ah, piss. But feel free to suggest things. I was actually thinking of maybe going for the... Are you okay? Oh. Sit on your phone.
What?
Sit and look at your phone and think about what you've done.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
I'm kind of tempted by the like bright green Constructicon theme that I made. Just because that's the like lime green and purple. That might be quite fun for like a full factory. I know I am a mark here, and you know, why not a masculine pink? I have no issue with pink. Pink is quite fun.
Pink is cool.
It's a nice, vibrant colour.
Very visually aggressive, which is why it was coded masculine up until Kennedy's wife started really enjoying blue.
Do you want to just be on stream?
No.
Okay.
I didn't mean to talk, if that helps.
Okay.
I've been learning about snakes.
You have. I like how you're like, no, I don't want to be on stream, and then you're like, I've been learning about snakes. Like,
Yeah, because that's cooler than being on stream, you nerd. And that's...
Nancy Reagan was the throat goat, yes. I There are a lot of things to judge Nancy Reagan on. Her throat goating is not one of them. Okay. What was I doing? Yeah. Has anyone seen Our Flag Means Death? From what I gather, it's like What We Do in the Shadows, but less documentary, more pirates, and approximately 500% more gay romance. I have heard it is fantastic. I have not yet... I don't even know what channel it or streaming service or whatever it's on, to be honest. But I have been meaning to have a look, because I have heard it is very good. Not in the UK, that's all you need to know. Ah, okay, so to watch it, shenanigans must be performed. Okay, fair enough, as long as I know. Okay, right, let us make screws. This is the hype gameplay you all come for, I know. My partner and I started rewatching it tonight because we had brain wounds for it. That is completely understandable. Like, it's always nice when you get, like, really into, like, a new show or whatever. I don't know, it's cool when you like stuff. I know that's a really, like, basic observation, but, like... It's cool when things are cool in this world, for a change, you know? Streams patchy? Not getting any notifications this end, so is that showing up for anyone else, or... Is that just Twitch being a bit of a dick to Mutanto? Okay, cool. It's well, okay, not cool for Mutanto, obviously, but no, I'm okay. Good. Screw you. This is riveting gameplay. Hey. Okay, so right. So first order of business is I need to put down a handful of smelters here. So yeah. So I shall explain what I'm about to do. So after having played a shitload of Factorio. Not Factorio. 200 hours of this game, and I still call it Factorio sometimes. Fucking hell. Having played a lot of this, Satisfactory is the name of the game. I have realised that probably the best way of going about things... I need some panels. Is to create little zones that produce, like, just one thing, and then have those zones spread out so you can easily expand the individual parts of it as and when you need to. So, like, rather than having, like, a kind of squirrely section where everything's kind of feeding into each other and everything's kind of got its own bespoke stuff, if you just have one big area that is like, I produce iron bits, and then you take the raw iron stuff out of there into areas that will create, like, oh, this is a bit that creates it creates all the screws that your factory will ever need. This one creates all the wire this factory will ever need. And so that's what I am going to do this time around. So, Wib, how would you explain ska as a genre? Ska is an extension of old genres like calypso, but done with a like traditional, like done with like a sort of blues band instrumentation, categorized by, you know, nice bass lines, offbeat guitar work. Although sometimes, you know, you'll get that on keyboards and things as well, and sometimes even the horns. Yeah, often horn driven. Yeah, it only really becomes punk with brass once you hit the late 80s, because it existed since like the 50s. Once heard ska described as white dad reggae. That is wrong in every conceivable way. Reggae is an offshoot of ska, for one. And ska originates, like, you know, is like originally Jamaican music. Like, it's you know, ska only got really white in like second wave. Oh, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying whoever said that to you is very wrong, and they should be punished accordingly. Okay, let's swap this stuff around to like the way I normally do it. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do the power. Oop, did that wrong. Okay. But yeah, no. A lot of the times when you hear people describe ska who are not really into it, you often find that they've only heard like one particular era of it. So, you know, if you've only heard like the sort of 80s two-tone stuff, you're going to have one opinion of it. If you've only heard like the third wave stuff, which is what a lot of people have heard, which is where it became infused with like punk and metal, the stuff where, you know, the more popular things to come out of it being, you know, your Real Big Fish, Less Than Jake sort of bands. If that's what people have heard of, they're going to have a different interpretation of it. But there's a back catalogue that lasts like 70 years of stuff, and it can be, it's a really, really interesting genre. Just in what difference it is. I can actually wholly recommend listening to some like really old, like sort of 50s, 60s ska for a very different vibe. I always find it very comfy to listen to. I do not know enough about it and have not listened to anywhere near enough of it, so I need to keep listening to it. And of course, in the modern day, there's wildly, wildly different versions out there. Like a lot of the things that are referred to as ska bands are, in a fundamental way, really not. But they just have a lot of ska in their DNA. Like something like say Random Hand, who like mix sort of more heavier stuff with a kind of ska sound, like very, you know, like they have the upstroke guitars, they have trombone, but like, yeah, more influenced by sort of like metal. It's just a thing that can quite comfortably fit in other genres. Really interesting one I've been listening to recently is I was going to say band, but it's not really a band, it's a person. Called Eichlers. I'm not sure how you're supposed to pronounce it, but they do sort of ska-infused hyperpop, which is not something I thought I would like until I heard it, and I was like, no, actually, this whips dick. This is great. Yeah, I can wholly recommend them. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to feed these Because this area that I've started building is the start of my iron production area. So if I start feeding this stuff into there, rather than into these smelters here, and again I can tidy it up afterwards. Doo-doo. I'm glad that your tongue torment is mostly over, Lynn. That did not sound like a fun time. As with the other stuff I'm doing, this will be very rough for the time being. But hopefully before the end of the stream, I'll have at least got the rough basics of what I'm going for at least this bit sort of in order. And then I can neaten it up on my own time. And then presumably subject you all to it again at some point. Have you tried playing Space Engineers? No. I from what little I know about it, I suspect it would be something I would quite like. Yes, and I should give a go at some point. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Then we're building iron ingots. And we want mergers. I imagine the people who were very upset by... I angled that wrong, didn't I? Who were very upset... Oh, fucking hell. I was about to say, this is probably pleasing the people that were, you know, somewhat... you know, got an eye twitch from watching how the first factory was built, seeing me actually build this neatly. And as soon as I was saying that, I was like, oh, I accidentally placed those off-center. Oh, Shipbreak. Yeah, I've been meaning to give Shipbreaker a try at some point, because that does sound like a fun little thing. God damn it, I need to get hold of the better power lines. Really don't like the how limited these are. Okay, it's probably going to complain when I do this. No, everything's fine. At least you're starting with foundations now. Yes. Okay, cool. So this part is working, and then basically I will leave space so that I can extend this as far as I want, and then obviously do multiple layers of it, so I can. So when I need to produce iron, I can just be feeding more into the same iron system, and make it all nice and easy. All right. So let us continue building foundations. Boop. Boop. And then we shall build a bunch of constructors. Let's go with 5. You need to be okay. The setting is pretty bleak of Shipwreck. You have to be okay with laughing at a hyper-capitalist totalitarian nightmare. I mean, that's what I'm doing on Twitter like all the time. So, you know, it's much more fun to laugh at it in a fictional setting, because when you're laughing at it in a real setting, you go, ha 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 ha, I'm sad now. Get rid of all of this, because I won't need this. I just need to make some more iron plate. Oh, do you see Battle Sister is coming to Steam? Oh, cool, cool. I'll actually be able to try it then. If you're not aware, that's the VR.
Pretty sure it's just Oculus though.
No, it's coming to Steam now. That'd be weird, because... Okay. If it's still just Oculus, okay. Well...
Yeah, only Oculus Imperialis could play it. It's really weird.
Yeah, only Oculus Imperialis can play it.
I mean, I hope
Even though his name's Oculus Imperial.
No, I've changed it.
Getting TAC and OC mixed up.
I'm not gonna use their real names.
Yeah, we should not use their real names.
That's why, you know. I'm gonna open your mail.
We folks already talked about the return of the squats. I think someone asked about it, and then I got distracted by something shiny, or I got attacked by like 47 bugs.
You sure I'm not with ADHD?
Hush now.
Oh, this
But
is
no.
some serious government shit. I'm putting it down.
Okay. Do you want to pass it over here quickly, just to make sure it's not something I need to be concerned about right now?
Welcome to the live stream mailbag. It's not as fun because it's fucking government related shit.
What?
Oh. Bring a chair with you.
What the fuck is this?
I can't eat it or have sex with it, so I don't care. I said that out loud. Is this supposed to be sent to you?
I'm...
Okay, thank you, tits. And hi.
We've been sent a letter
Sounds like Quitter talk. Wow, get fucking roasted already.
by like the fucking IRS. Like,
In America?
Yes.
What? You're joking. This is postage paid
Yep.
Jamaica.
you have no power over me. I think this is a scam.
You reckon?
I don't think this is real.
It's got a lot of your details on it though.
I've just got the address.
Got your full name. Well, it doesn't have your middle name, so that's
Yeah, they've just got the address and that's it, which, you know, there are ways and means of knowing that. I will look into this and...
Yeah, that seems scammy as fuck, yeah.
Yeah. Cause, yeah,
Does the IRS use a fucking P.O. box?
no.
Well, this one does.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Battle Sister is for all headsets.
Thank you.
If it doesn't have your national insurance or unique taxpayer, like I think it's registry number, the R stands for. If it doesn't have that on it, then it's a scam. Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like looking at it and going like, yeah. Well, considering that I literally do not live in that country, and I do not owe them tax at all, they can go and fuck themselves, regardless. What the fuck am I doing? Ah, yes, constructors. Before I started committing tax fraud. These will probably be a temporary thing. Because I'll probably redo these later, so... Guessing it was scraped from the Twitch leak. Oh, yeah, that would explain a lot. I put these the wrong fucking way around. For I am the smart boy.
Artist or athlete.
Stopped by TSA because the officer wanted to look at my minis.
We got stopped by TSA because they didn't like that Wib had purple hair.
Yeah, I got stopped. Yeah, I got stopped by the TSA because I had purple hair at the time, and long hair as well, and they were very interested in what was in the tea bags that were in my luggage, and it's like, I am English, it's tea.
I remember when we were waiting for our luggage and that fucking crew cut, that son of a bitch came up and was like, I gotta see your passports. We showed them to him and he was like, "Urgh," and left.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were good. I think I was a kink.
Yeah.
Fucking bitch. I'm gonna go out and get milk. Like a slut.
Okay. Quick, what's half for 78?
What's
30,
half of
39?
39. What? No, 34.
It was.
What?
It was 39.
Oh, I need that. I need that. Very small.
Okay, let's build 2 for rods because I don't have the alternate recipe to make screws easier yet. Alright, now I need to hook these up. Yeah. Oh god, okay. Whatever, god, I need to get those better things up and running. Yeah, did I think I may have exceeded the power limit. Oh no, it just ran out of fuel. Okay, right. That's simpler. Let us go and gather up some brush. But yeah, the TSA opened up my fucking tea bags. Like, ooh, what's in this? Tea. I did just say, it's tea, I'm British. And they were like, oh,
And
yeah.
then they looked at the ingredients and it just said tea and they were like, oh, likely.
Yeah, but what's in it? Tea is in it because it's like basic, like fucking morning tea. It's really nothing.
Americans don't get tea, come on. They think it's Earl Grey or peppermint and there's nothing in between.
And then I was very, and then realised that because it's just not a civilized country. They don't have kettles in hotel rooms, which is, I mean, are you even like? I mean, I say that as if I don't come from fucking Turf Island, but you know, which is definitely not a civilized land. Like, they'll have a coffee maker.
Yeah, the coffee was good.
But they won't have tea. And so you can, you managed to make me a cup of tea using that. Yeah. It was a bit of a janky way of doing it, but you know, it worked, and that's what's important. I'll just extend this foundation a little bit. I mean, it'll probably get extended like a bunch later, but so I can have an automated screw production. Yeah, I've less angry pixies in the wires, kettle takes uncomfortably long to boil. That's actually an interesting point. I never really thought about it like that, but yeah. Although my favourite thing about I do just love how wildly unsafe American power is compared to ours.
They don't have any grounding wires.
Yeah, just by default doesn't have like the same kind of grounding wires and stuff, and you're just like, Jesus fuck.
Fuses in the plug socket either. It's like, damn America, why are you acting like you got free healthcare?
It's wild. Okay, right. Okay, so we've got screws on the go. What I'll do once I've got more stuff unlocked is it can expand all this a lot. and I'll go on the search for. There's actually one over here somewhere. I saw it. Yeah, there, the wreckage. Shit, let's see what I need to open that wreckage. Because hopefully I can get the recipe from it so that I can make. Oh, good. There is a friend. Let us deal with friend. Oh, friend has a friend. Okay, come on over here. Toro. Come on, stop being a dickhead. I will take your flesh. Ah, you were mildly stuck on level geometry for a second there.
Oh my god, I just remembered that was part of my brain. I had to dress up as Harley Quinn and entertain Tim Pool's personal fucking compound.
Oh.
Right? How gross is that?
Oof.
Oh.
I mean, the Harley Quinn thing sounds great, but fucking.
Yeah, that's really cool. But myself and some unknown lady, she was supposed to dress up as Poison Ivy, and we had to they had this big pool party, and we had to entertain them, and we were like, how the fuck do we get out of this? Then we had to go through the 12 steps of his fucking creature dungeon.
Timple does definitely have a dungeon.
He is a dungeon. You know what that means? I hate Timple. Such a dumb fuck.
He is not a nice man. That is true. You've been asked which Harley Quinn, though. That is important. Which version?
Oh god, I don't remember the name of it, but it was where she was basically in a fucking frilly bikini.
I'm listening.
She didn't have her headpiece on. It was just she had her hair out and the different colored pigtails and the face mask.
Is this one of the Arkham versions?
No, it was one of the comic iterations.
Oh, okay. Birds of Prey?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It might have been that.
Oh, yeah, I know which one you mean. Isn't she wearing yellow dungarees or something?
Oh wait, no, that's a different one. I'm talking about the Birds of Prey comic. Oh my god, get new names. But the point is.
Okay, what do I need? I need to be making cables.
Make him out of licorice.
Okay, I might just do this one over here for the time being. Boop, boop. Okay. Once I've got this set up, I'm going to make a concerted effort to get the get more. What do you call it? What's that? Oh yeah. See what path I will need to go down to get more. The better version of cables, because these ones are fucking killing me. New animated Harley Quinn is good. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I'm sad about the new. What is the harmful stereotype? Mutanto? Which one? Because you know. Speaking as someone who is some kind of bisexual, I didn't pick up on anything. Which were the heterosexual parts of... I suppose I suppose that is one way of interpreting it. I encountered it more as it is as the classic two people who were meant to be together, and the and someone else was involved, and both of them denying that the whole way. I never really saw their sexualities as actually being part of it, if you know what I mean. I saw it as more of just them as their relationships. But if that's how it feels to you, then of course, you know, that's how you interpret it, and that is perfectly a valid read. I understand. But that's, yeah. Of course, everybody's lives are. I feel that, like, you know, the fact that they're like you know, cheating is should be put in with the fact that they are literally villains. So yeah, I feel that does play a little bit of a role. But again, how it feels to you is how it feels to you, and that's completely fair and valid. I've even, well, she does kill a lot of people quite violently. Like, the show does an interesting job of how it contextualizes hero and villain. When I say villain, I'm meaning as in, you know, they are factually villains as a career. Because it does the kind of Venture Brothers thing where being these things are like just careers you can have, which I think is very fun.
Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce?
Okay. Okay, that is doing its screws right. I'll just pay you $100 to fuck off. There are, yeah. I really like the show for what it's worth. It like I say, it reminded me a lot of Venture Brothers in like where Venture Brothers ended up. Because I really liked Venture Brothers, but like it's really rough to go back to the early seasons of now because it was made in like the early parts were made in like the mid 2000s when it was considered fun and edgy to just say slurs. And unfortunately, the show does take a little bit longer than I'd like to lose that, but by the end, it is genuinely a fantastic story. I really enjoyed it. But I wouldn't blame anyone who finds it difficult to get through those early seasons, because woof. I have not seen Guardians of Justice. I have never even heard of it before, so I tend not to be up on like superhero-y stuff. I watch stuff as it happens at me, and that's sort of how I interact with that kind of stuff. Did you? I live for Bane, and yes, Bane in Harley Quinn is fantastic.
Remember when I told you about that person who got really mad because they made Bane Mexican? They were like, oh, it's political correctness gone mad. Why have you made Bane Mexican? It's like, he's a luchador.
When you told me that, I did just keep repeating the sentence, Bane is a luchador, over and over again for about 3 minutes.
It's because they play the Arkham games, they're like, why does he sound Mexican? It's like, because he's fucking Mexican. Ugh.
Also, King Shark from Harley Quinn is amazing, and I love him.
He is your son.
yeah, the version of Clayface they do, I really like him as an actor who gets into his roles. That is a lot of fun to watch. Cyborg, I like him. I don't want to have sex with him.
I do. Who is it?
King Shark.
Yeah, probably.
He's adorable.
He's a baby. So I probably wouldn't have sex with him, actually. Also, he's a shark.
Although, John Constantine, he is confirmed shark fucker.
Yeah, big shark fucker.
That's in one of the weird, like, straight-to-DVD DC movies. If I remember correctly. What am I doing? Ah, yes, I am. But I just need the last little things to do the part assembly. I mean, yes, that's true. Harley Quinn King Shark would be I think would give very good hugs. I also love that, like, he's, like, though they, you know, of course, do some stuff to that, you know, they do use his muscles sometimes. He's the tech guy, and I fucking love that. It's such a, yeah. I'm just, cause I meant to mention it. Someone mentioned earlier. I can't remember who it was. Said of Venture Brothers as that it goes through like an amazing path, but I could not recommend it to anybody. And yes, very, very much so. It's like, you know how when like you watch an anime and you have to recommend and like you're telling someone about it and you recommend it, but you're always like, but there is this one scene, because every anime has that one scene. I was going to say except Mob Psycho 100, but then that does have a bit that's gets a little bit transphobic.
What about
Kill la Kill is like, Kill la Kill definitely has that scene. Oh, it has a real bad one.
Yeah, it does. Holy shit, that's a really bad one as well. All I remember is how hot Gamagori is.
Like, I love Kill la Kill, but like, ooh, that has a bad one. But yeah, Venture Brothers, but it has this one scene is like 40% of like the first 4 seasons, so. But yeah, that's the thing. It has its elements, and like, yeah, like especially Venture Brothers' big one is that in its early ones, it's really big on like making haha you're gay jokes frequently. And much like Metalocalypse, which also I watched that again a couple of years ago, and I was like, you know, for a show that aims to satirize the toxic elements of metal culture, it sure does replicate a lot of them without critique. Like you can only make all these characters kind of got real like internalized homophobia that they have not dealt with. You can only make that joke so many times before you are just making the characters be homophobic, and it's like, okay, you're gonna do something with that? No? Oh, okay. Yes, Metalocalypse is much better as a series of albums. I do genuinely enjoy the music a lot. Also, one of the bit like the other problem with Metalocalypse is that it it gets dangerously close to having character development and then doesn't. And it does it all the time. And like, I get it. I know what they're doing. It's that these people are irredeemable, and so there is a limit to how much they can be made better or change. And I 100% get what they're doing. But that doesn't mean it's satisfying to watch. Like, one of the bits that I did genuinely enjoy about it is the like bits where they start, you know, subtly, you know, bringing up the, you know, like they make Nathan be the dad of the group, and when he's doing that, like, I'm like, no, he's now got, that is a character thing for him. Like, that's really good. That works really well, and they always kind of back down on it a bit. Like, it is the most, I think, the kind of the most they do. Yeah, but yeah. That is a good point, Roro. Always Sunny manages to do that, but actually gives them development, and yeah, that's way better. Because yeah, Always Sunny, much like Venture Brothers, first few seasons, there's a few bits in it that are like, but they learn, they get better, and I think that's the big thing of, like, they, you know, there's some real transphobic shit in some of the early stuff, but like, they learned from doing that and tried to make it better and tried to fix it, and so you're like, cool, like, you know, and not everyone is born ignorant and all that. And it's how you react to, like, criticism that is the big thing, I think, anyway. Someone asked Wib about the made-to-order models. No, and I haven't looked at them yet because I woke up panicked about the bank account, then edited for an hour, and then was here, so I haven't looked. And I never got, you know, I never answered about the squat thing, did I? For the second time, someone asked. Yes, squat's back. That's good. I'm glad. We'll see how they manifest, because there's a lot of different things they could do with them. There we go. I guess I didn't have much to say. I do hope they have a land train, but I would understand if they didn't, because manifesting that on the tabletop would be quite difficult. I'm just really running fucking circles. Okay, let's actually. What am I actually aiming for? Okay, can now do assemblers. Still working on biomass burners.
You don't burn biomass, you consume it.
You burn biomass in this video game.
Like going down on someone and then the Minecraft eating noise plays.
Boba Fett train without rails, so the dwarves can. Oh no, I'm not talking about, like, as a model. Like, I can see in my head how it'd look, and I want it more than anything. But I'm thinking, like, from a gameplay perspective, because, like, so the big trouble with a land train would be, how would you make it turn? Because that would start getting into weird turn radius, like, stuff from, like, Rogue Trader, and that is so far from what modern GW does with how they work their rules, that I can't see them doing something like that. I'm just fucking running around in circles, aren't I? So I would see that as being the big thing. Although, if I am wishlisting, what I would do is I would shrink them down in size a lot, because we're getting hit like, anything people are saying about, like, squats, like, everything's going to get retconned real hard, like, from the old squats. Stuff will be taken over, but we're talking heavy retcon city here, so, you know, where everything's up for grabs. But what I was thinking you could probably do is have, like, the front section be sort of like, say, the size of a battle wagon, and that be the actual train, like the engine part, and then have upgrades which are, like, pre-made carriages that say you can have what, you know, like ones that are cars rather, that would be like one that is like, say, a vehicle killing thing, so it can have, say, a big artillery cannon on it. Well, I say big artillery cannon, like a big kind of like shadow sword style like laser cannon. And then you could have one that has like an artillery piece, and you could have one that's like, say, anti-infantry that has like, say, just mounted full of flamers, and you could, say, affix a set amount of cars to the frontage. I think that would be a fun way of doing it. But yeah, the big thing would be is how they would manifest it being able to turn and be used on the battlefield, because I think that's the thing that would be the biggest hassle for getting that on modern GW sort of things. However, I can totally see them doing a small version of the Leviathan as a super heavy. Is the Leviathan? No, it's not a Leviathan. It's exactly the Imperial Guard one. The big thing squats out that I forget the name of. Because that's all Epic stuff, and I can never remember anything from Epic ever. It just slips out of my brain the moment I read it. Ooh, color cartridge. Okay, yeah, there we go. We'll do color cartridge. I hope they managed to make them feel like a separate faction in play and not just Space Marines with a twist. I mean, the thing is now, with how open it is to make how things play and how you can, like, choose how you want to run your things, it means, I think that's one of the reasons why they're less afraid of stuff being what's the word, redundant. They're just less afraid of redundancy these days. But yeah, ultimately, given the fact that you know, everything's going to be going through, like, yeah, heavy retcons and stuff, like everything we speculate on is pure speculation, like because they may you know, include stuff that they were, you know, going to do with, like, the Demurg and have them, you know, be close, like have close connections to the Tau as well. Because it's like people talking about, like, you know, when I mentioned on Twitter, like, I hope they don't end up with keyword Imperium for simplicity, and let them be a more sort of unaligned faction. And people were like, well, they say that they're not, you know, they're not that close to the Imperium, and it's like, yeah, but in a gameplay sense, keywords and stuff have to be a certain way in order to make things work, and it would be very simple for them to just say they're an Imperial faction. But just one that might not work with some other things or whatever. Like, that would be very easy for them to do. And I hope they don't go that way. I hope they are, like, an unaligned faction. But, you know, we don't know. It's all speculation. And I am just running around in circles. What am I doing? Oh, yes.
Giving me a hug.
Hey.
Hi.
You're right.
Yeah. I'll go get milk.
Go get milk.
And a coffee.
You can go get milk and a coffee.
I
That's
think
okay.
I have a free coffee with Gregor's.
Yes. You can spend the £1.
Yeah.
That is okay. Design of the minis look less Imperial than the originals, so I think they're going unaligned. Again, like, this is like a thing where I'm talking about that there is always a tension between the lore and the realities of gameplay, and that they have to do certain things within the actual setting, you know, the functionality of the game that does not necessarily one-to-one line up with the lore that they've written for them. So yeah, that's the thing. It's purely I will be intrigued to see how they manage it. But I don't know. No one knows. Well, okay, the game design team at Games Workshop know, and if you happen to be a part of that, you know, my DMs are not open. But you can just tell me, like, send me an email or a carrier pigeon. I don't know.
Milestone reached. You have been given early access to The anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on exoplanets bonus program. Funneling parts into the awesome resource sink and depending on
And at least you'd hope the game design team at GW knows. Well, I mean, saying that, apparently they don't know what's going in their codexes before the day before they're going. You know, they get released, so we have day one patches for fucking books. So who knows anymore? But my bitterness aside,
additional options which will be added to the awesome store in the future. Go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
Go away, Ada. Right, okay. I can now build the MAM. Good. I will build a MAM. That is something that I do actually need. Okay, let's grab some bits and pieces. But I mean, in all honesty, like, all things aside, like, because they are not just... They're not just squads. They are a new faction. Like, even if it is based on an old faction, they are recontextualizing them a lot. It's really nice to see because, like, though we have had new factions in 40k in the relative recent past with things like, you know, I didn't build the things that with, you know, the Mechanicus coming out and Custodes and fucking Brain Knights and making them their own faction. Like, even though we've had that, it's this is a bit more from whole cloth than before, because this is a faction that was completely gone from the game, and no one expected to come back. I guess the closest comparison would be Genestealer Cults. Which, yes, I noticed multiple people have pointed out, yeah, the Genestealers as well.
New research available in the map.
Oh no, I need more meat. I must acquire meat. Did I get the thing? Where is... I don't have that yet. Okay. Okay. Getting Genestealer Cult tattooed across my knuckles. Please do not ask about my many knuckles. That reminds me of an old skateboard deck designed by the company Toy Machine that did Toy Machine tattooed on knuckles. So one of them had just like 3 fingers and the other one had however many letters are in Machine. Which was great. I used to, when I used to do skateboards, I really liked my Toy Machine decks. They kept pop for a long time. Because, yeah, if people don't know, I used to skateboard. I wasn't super good, but I did used to do that. If you want to know how good I was at it, I got to the point of being able to pull off varial kickflips. That was the level that I got to, and never got any further. Hello, lizard bird. I love lizard bird. I also really liked Zero decks. I think they were actually, like they were physically the same boards as the Toy Machine ones, because they were like owned by the same company, because it was you know, the same like parent kind of organization, which I think was Tom Yetto. But it's over there. It looks like there's a weird little penis on top of that thing. How rude. We're getting a Christ there on camera. Oh, I was not good at Vert. I had a lot. I really enjoyed on like the little mini half pipes where it was more about doing stalls and things, like back and forth. I got pretty good at that. And my one party trick was that because my friend group who all got into skateboarding at the same time were fans of Rodney Mullen, we all learned like a handful of like more old school tricks that no one ever bothers to learn anymore. So like we were all very good at pulling off bonelesses, and so like people who were much better than us would like be doing all these things, and then we'd do some of these old school things, and they'd be like, "How the fuck do you do that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, this is the one thing I can do. Okay, now please leave." Oh, okay. Which one ran out? It's this one again, isn't it? Okay. I'm so used to not having to deal with fuel in the main save. I remember actually playing, well, I guess it was, the last time I went out skateboarding, when I was like, I think I'd just turned 30, and I kind of had one last hurrah, like, okay, I'm gonna give away my skateboard, and, you know, this will be like my last time going out, because like I don't do it enough and my body doesn't recover when I try and do it again. So let's go out one last time, and I played horse with Snipe's brother and his mate, who were both way better than me. But the fun part was that, yeah, in playing horse, I was able to do some of these old school tricks, and watching someone who can pull a fucking late flips, not being able to do that, and I was like, yeah, I have this one tiny ability. I get to look cool for 2 seconds and then fall over. Fun fact, I couldn't walk for like 2 days after doing that, because it turns out you use a lot of muscles you don't normally use. Fucks you up, Summit Face. Helps you turn it back on. I had to contact Passports because the package got sent to Snipe Wib got hold up due to insufficient address. Oh, weird. Because I did get an email saying that you had sent something. But yeah, that's weird, because obviously the PO box like works fine. Did it require a signature? Because yeah, the PO box can't accept those. Because that's, yeah, unfortunately. And we couldn't find a reputable one that did. So unfortunately. But if it is because of a signature, DM me the details of it, and I'll get in touch with them, and I can probably get it sorted. Oh, we didn't need a signature. Okay, then yeah, I don't fucking know then. Weird. I'm sorry. Something went wrong. But yeah, if there's anything that I can do, yeah, don't hesitate to send me a message and can sort it out. I'll try it. Thank you. One of what I'll be doing after I finish this, which actually I should probably wrap up soon, because I'm fucking I need to get some work done. Is going through, because we recorded like a couple of mailbag videos in one day, and had like I've got like an hour and a half worth of, well, it's an hour and 15, I think, maybe an hour and a half. Why am I filling in that? I don't need to yet. And yeah, I need to edit all that down, because you generous buggers sent us a lot of things. Oh, bless you, AC. There's obviously no pressure, but I'm sure Snipe would jump at the chance to add another kind of dreadnought to her army. Because yeah, hoping for a plastic Leviathan in the new Horus Heresy stuff. Keeping my fingers crossed for that, because I've obviously got a Forge World one, but they cost a lot. They cost even more to buy now, and it's a bit much. Oh, bless you, AC. Oh, right, PO box. Must send stuff. Do you still eat things? We do still eat things. We make a habit of it. We try it every day. But yes, we do. Thank you. I like Doredio. I didn't like them to begin with. Like, they looked silly, and then I started seeing them in person, and I was like, oh, I kind of like them now. They're a bit silly. Like, those guns are way oversized, but it's like a boat with legs. Yeah, I've grown to quite like them. They do look like they could float, yes. And yeah, I eat every day with the indulgent life of a streamer. It is how these things go. I was gonna say. Nice double Volkite. Ooh yeah, nice. When I did got my Leviathan, I picked the twin Gravflux Bombard because that was such a ridiculous thing. I was like, that sounds like the most fun one, so I'm going for that. Okay, I have a plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the space elevator, and then I am going to recolor everything, because I think I can do that now. Yes, I can. You know what you just said, right?
What?
You just said, like, so I eat dog shit now.
Oh my god. I don't.
Where did you hear that sentence? Where did you start parroting this from?
A Paperback Paradise book.
Paperback Paradise. There we go.
And Jabroni Mike read it. He's like, "What the fuck? I eat dog shit now?"
So it's like you know, from like the pissless gift style thing.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, what the fuck was I saying? Yes, no, I picked the Gravflux Bombard for my Leviathan because it was just the most fun looking one, and whilst I am disappointed that they're nowhere near as ludicrously powerful as they used to be, because they were obscene, but they're still very nice. They're still fun to use, and they cost a lot less points, so yeah. Give me rod or give me death. Why is Wib going around with a pistachio nut? It's my
Emotional support.
It's my my emotional support nut. Okay, so what colour shall we colour everything? What colour shall we do the thing?
I think it should be like a nice lilac.
I literally painted the whole old factory in lilac.
It's blue.
So yeah, I am thinking I might want to do the Constructicon colours. That does sound really does sound like it might look quite fun because I only did it like for the vehicle, like for vehicles on the previous one. So like the really vibrant green with like the kind of deep purple accents. Let's see how it looks. And set it for everything. Okay. I don't know how everyone else feels about it, but I like it. Yeah, I suppose I could add more yellow to the green, but I kind of like this quite vibrant one. Constructicon-ish. Oh, you can't recolor that. Huh. Yeah, I'm liking this. I won't bother to recolor these because they'll get... I think they get recolored when you upgrade them. Yeah, this is good. When you've got a large chunk of them, I am really getting Devastator vibes. Yeah, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. This was a good choice. It sears the eyes and harrows the soul. It's great. Exactly. Look, you'll be able to tell it's my fucking factory from a mile away. And you know that's what we need. Alright, okay. There is the stuff down there to recolor, which I'll do in a moment. So I need to get more wire and concrete and iron plate to build the space elevator. Although first... Okay, first let's get rid of these arseholes, because I need to build... I want to, like... I feel like I should put the space elevator in a building. Well, not in a building, but to put it on a nice platform from the off. So I'm not just, like... Well, I suppose I can just put it on the ground for now. And then once I've sent up the first lot of stuff, then rip it out and put in a nice base. And actually, that might be a good idea. I dread to think what happens when decoration is discussed in the Snipe Wib household. Luckily enough, because of living in rented accommodation, we will forever be living in boring places with white walls. So that's fun. We also can't put shelves up. It's great. Alright, I should probably assign a new thing. I don't really use jump pads, chainsaw. Solid biofuel might be worthwhile to make it for the time being, so let's set that as the thing. Right, so I need wire, which is just copper ingots. So let's just use up this stuff we've got on hand. So whilst I'm just holding down a button, I will say, because I'm looking at my warpath, my G1 warpath, who's not heavy enough to do this. And I was originally going to do a video of like comparing him to the Kingdom warpath, but I'm actually kind of thinking I might just strip it down and make it easier and just do G1 warpath on his own, and naturally comparisons will come up. Because I feel like the comparison was like, it's a bit unfair, because Kingdom warpath's just better because he's a lot newer. And like, I feel like it does a disservice to G1 warpath to compare him to something that is made decades later and more expensive and just you know, designed for a different purpose. If you have thoughts on this, please let me know. And also, if you'd like to see me review a specific Transformers toy, well, I mean, you can tell me which one you want to see, but I probably won't have it. But if you tell me one, that you think is fun, and I look at it and I think it is also fun, then I will try and get it at some point. Oh no, I forgot to recolor that one. Did I recolor the ones back here? Yeah. I will not recolor the grounding, the base plates though, because that will look horrifying, all lime green. Alternately, if you want me to review one, you can also just send me it. But you know. How long before the mailbag's full of knockoff Transformers Wib? I will say this, actually. Like, obviously, I can't control what people send in to us. But I would ask, unless it's unless it's like something that's like fun in its own right, please don't send us knockoff Transformers. We've got nothing we can do with them, and you can't, and giving them away feels bad because you don't want to give them to a kid because then it's just disappointing for the kid. Nothing's gonna get done with them, so don't please. I don't want to end up like Theo Adams and just have like an entire house full of knockoff Transformers because they take up so much room. I'll ask you to review the USS Enterprise as a Transformer, but alas, there's no toy/model. Yeah, because there was the Transformer one in the comic. Ooh, hey, there's a slug, but it's next to a bastard. Okay. I will attempt to kill the bastard. Because these ones are a bit of a dick to kill. Okay, good. He is dead. And I have now acquired Slug!
This semi-slug seems to emit unfamiliar energy readings which could potentially be retrofitted into Fix-It technology. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Yeah, the Playmobil Enterprise is a thing of beauty, and I'll be straight up, I don't like Playmobil does nothing for me. Like, it never has. Even when I was a kid, I had no interest in it. But the Enterprise does look pretty swish. I won't lie. But it's way too much. Like, and it's too big. Like, even if I could afford it, I don't have the room for it. You know, like. And I can think of things I'd get more out of that cost £400. You know. We can all 3D print a house for Snipe and Wib, just little by little, and send it to the PO box. I appreciate the moxie. What's the new term to replace squatted, given squats are no longer squatted? Zoted is... I mean, zotes are back as well, so... An interesting one to point out, because I think the term squatted still has utility because squats were still retconned hard. Yeah, there's a Zote model in Blackstone Fortress. Obi-Wan Sherlock Clouseau'd. Old Worlded could work, I suppose. But then that's coming back as well. I guess squatted still kind of remains as a useful term because it does still describe something being removed from the game, even if they were later brought back. IMO, anyway. Yeah, especially because squats as under that name aren't coming back. It's interesting that. So it's an interesting thing that they have basically said that the term squat is kind of a low-key slur for them, whilst also, you know, that being the old name of them, meaning that there are huge chunks of the fandom who will never not call them that. So they've basically created a situation where the fandom is going to be constantly using their made-up slur. Which is... I'm not saying they made a bad decision there. I'm just saying they made a decision and it's going to be interesting. But what I will say is that what I really hope they do, because they are unaligned, because what I want to do is to have a small group of them as a mercenary force, as rebel squats, to help out my rebel grots. That's what I want. That's what I want. What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? Oh yes, I'm saving up for the thingy, the space elevator. The word was literally on screen, Matthew. You could see it. I'm wondering how unaligned they're going to be. Can I take them in Gene-Stealer cults? You see, that's the thing. It's why I was talking earlier about the conflict between lore and gameplay mechanics. I'll be intrigued to see how it shakes out. Because as I've said before, all speculation, and you could go one way or the other real easy. Like, oh no, I don't have space in my inventory. I guess I should put some of the shit that I have in my pocket in here. Like this iron ore I have been lugging around for no defined purpose. We all know the name changes for copyright. I would say that's probably a factor, but I think it's more because the term squats was something that the design team explicitly stated back in the day that they regretted, because it makes them into a comedy race more than a serious race. So I think they would have got a name change regardless. But it is probably easier to get a trademark on League's Volt, whatever it is. I have not yet remembered it. Voltan, yeah. It's probably easier for them to get a trademark on that than on a single word, squats. So I think I like it. It wouldn't surprise me if trademark is an issue, but I think it's more just to make them align with modern 40k better. Is I think probably more of the reason. But of course, I am not a member of the design team, not yet. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe it is, and for reasons that I am completely in the dark about. And that was a joke. I don't actually want to join the design team. I would not be a good game designer. What if there be a Chaos Squats, be official canon thing like Dark Mechanic and Chaos Space Marines? Well, I mean, if they are like the squats are humans, they are abhumans. So there's no reason why they wouldn't be affected by chaos. And since we know chaos squats were a thing, it is unlikely that they would be removed. I'll put it that way. Whether they will have any official support, that's more of an interesting case. Much like how long did it take before we got anything even resembling Chaos Guard, even though they've been in lore since basically the beginning. So I would not put your money on Chaos Squats being a thing that is supported rules-wise or model-wise for a long time. They may eventually get them, but I think they'll just be a thing that's mentioned in a couple of lines in the codex, is my assumption, is how it will work. But as with everything I've been saying today, pure speculation. Because they might do a thing like they did with Knights, where they release the Imperial ones and then not that long after release the Chaos ones. Although admittedly with Knights, you know, the entire line is like 4 models, so it's less of a big deal than like say doing a normal style faction. Wib is going to infiltrate the design team and make grots a valid army building without orcs. Okay, I would do that. I'll get a job in the design team long enough that I can make it so that they allow you to build rebel grot armies, and you're not punished for doing so. And then I'll resign straight afterwards. Space elevator. It's so big. I do like it when you build the really, really big things because you get to see the things erupting out of you thing a little better. That's slightly funny. 40k gets Chaos Dwarves before Fantasy gets them back. I suppose, technically. But they'll be actually getting models for them, so... Big Clippy. Space elevators as a concept are so fucking cool. Oh yeah, I guess because that's not a... I didn't even think about painting because it was just using like a generic thing because it's technically not like using any. Yeah, okay, weird. Okay, cool. All right. Unfortunately, I mean, you know me in this game. I could literally play this for another like 4 hours and not bat an eye. But I do have work to do, I'm afraid. So I will be leaving you, you lovely folks. Here. I thank you very, very much for joining me in general. I always appreciate it. And more than anything else, thank you so much to everyone that chipped in to help us sort out the bullshit that we had to sort out. Genuinely, really appreciate it. So thank you so much. And let me have a quick look to see if anyone is streaming right now that I can raid. No one on my list. Anyone have any have any recommendations for a streamer to raid? Who's live right now? If not, I'll just go. It's fine. I can not raid, but I like to you know do it. It's always nice when you get raided. So, but if no one says anything in like 30 seconds, I'm just gonna go and get work done. And then slightly pour Iron Brew down myself. Snipe and Wib Alive. Oh shit, I've heard they're terrible. Don't want to raid them. Don't want to support their actions. But anyway. Okay. No, if there's no one being recommended. Okay, well, I shall head off. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for everything, and I'll see you on Thursday. Potentially, we'll see how things go. So yeah, goodbye everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.